Morning. Classic me arriving later than I said I would, but not that much later. Okay, I am clearly today's first day, so it's almost like a rehearsal at this point of everything that needed to happen to make this happen. Um, if y'all can't see me, let me know. I created this space because I needed a space to practice breath work that felt safe and beautiful and centered around justice and healing, um, that I trusted, acknowledged the realities of our political landscape here in the United States, um, as well as the active work to bring heaven on earth. Um, so yeah, I was like, I have been learning, practicing what my yoga teacher taught me, um, as well as having gone through a teacher training for through this nonprofit called Yoga for Youth, and its focus is basically that I've studied our Shakti Hatha Yoga as well as Kundalini Yoga and trauma informed yoga. Eventually, I will get into teaching more varieties of yoga practices, um, or facilitating. But I felt like breath work was something that you know, we think of breathing, sure. We all know breathing technically for the most part. Our bodies innately do it. At the same time, there are other exercises, and I will always acknowledge that there's more to learn, that there are other people to learn from, to practice with. I will share what I know and what I have experienced. Um, but of course, I always recommend learning from others to give yourself a fuller perspective. Um, I learned from, her name is Raikota. She's based out of India, and anyone interested, I can definitely share with you her information. I'll probably eventually share it just regardless. And every now and then I've shared since, um, yeah, so the practice isn't going to be for very long. I allotted about 30 to 45 minutes for breath work for the totality of the session. And I know as we do this more and more, it's going to change, shift. Right now, I've decided to make it mainly a live stream of only myself on screen. Actually, it might be something private. Um, well, I feel like this is a private way to practice for everyone else. Because I was like, do I want to deal with people being on screen? Like, like, do I want to send out a registration link? I was just like, this is too much. Let me just do this part because it is so in alignment with my bigger vision, of just sharing content out. And this way, it's for me to also practice coming on live and coming on in the morning and putting out content for people to hopefully get a lot from and learn from and enjoy and appreciate and practice on your own time, independently, share with others. Of course, come as you are and leave as you are whenever you desire. I wish that something resonates with you here in this space and that you leave feeling fuller, more refreshed, more alive. My intention, of course, is to share practices, forms, manners, ways of breathing to help elevate our individual breathing, to elevate the collective's breath and our life force, because pranayama, pranayama, pranayama is Sanskrit for basically the control of life force. So, of course, when we breathe, we are unconsciously doing that a lot of the times. Our bodies are just doing it for us. However, when we're actually consciously controlling our breathing and breathing consciousness, it's a little different, I would believe so, for everyone. It definitely creates a certain level of energy between the mind and the body. So, enough about me, about all of that. My prayers, of course, are always for peace. My intention today is to be focused and centered and grounded in the breath, even giving it 5 minutes of your time. Every day can change a lot. So if everyone who's on here, who's watching, whether live or the recorded version, thank you again for coming and for supporting me and joining me in this journey. Um, May it be nourishing, beautiful, peaceful, fulfilling, expansive, harmonious, lovely. We're just simply deep breathing right now, where we're breathing into our bellies, through our noses, and we breathe out through our nose. Sometimes it helps me to put my hands on my belly, simply to feel the air fill my tummy up. Like, the sign of a full belly is a sign of abundance, right? It's a sign of joy because you're filled. Sometimes it can be filled with food, sometimes it can be filled with oxygen. At the end of the day, it's full, and that's something to celebrate and to be joyful about it. So, big belly, a lot of the energy. And when we breathe out, we want to basically concave it in, bring that stomach in. So we're basically trying to bring our belly button to our back. And when we breathe in, expand our belly, we're basically pulling everything, pushing everything out. A lot of the times when I've been unconscious of my breathing, I have breathed into my chest, which is, not a problem, but it can, I've noticed the ways that it also can create anxiety or tension that I don't desire because I'm breathing so shallow. And when I take the time to focus on breathing into my stomach, I just feel different. And another thing that you can do as you're breathing into your stomach is holding it. You could count to 4, 8, 10, 12, whatever resonates with you. But of course, this is a constant practice that can happen off camera, that can happen anytime, anywhere, while you're driving, while you're in bed, while you're cooking, while you're taking a walk, while you're sitting. And really, at the end of the day, true yoga is simply this alignment with mind, body, soul, this consciousness, this active awareness of everything that is happening within, without, and just staying present. As you breathe in, I'll guide us through maybe holding it at 4. There's this concept called box breathing, where we hold it in, we inhale for 4, we hold it for 4, we exhale for 4, hold it for 4, and we repeat that cycle. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 3, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Now that we have the beat down, I'm gonna just do this in silence for a few minutes. One thing that this box breathing can be is when you're feeling a lot of anxiety, just do it for however long. You could do it for just honestly even one try, but I always recommend doing it for a few more for maximum uh, experience. And remembering to do it through the nose and out through the nose as well. Wishing everyone well. I hope everyone's feeling well. So, I want I let us into box breathing because I was a little anxious. This is definitely new territory for me. Great way, in a beautiful way, and I wouldn't have it any other way. However, it's definitely, relax. And it's early in on the West Coast, at least. So another breath practice that I really, really love, and this might be the last one we do for today, just because I know we have been practicing now for I think about 10 minutes. I could be wrong. I have not been keeping time. But this next one is a little more seemingly complex, at least at the very beginning. Everything is right a little hard at the beginning. Hopefully, I don't know if that's like, oh, is it? But anyway, so this is called in English alternative nostril breathing. Um, I'm like gonna look through my notes to see like what it's called in Sanskrit. Um, because I recognize I am not. Oh, it's called Nadi Shodhana. But either way, so we basically alternate. So breathe out of. So I have my right nostril and I have my left nostril. So with my right hand, and I think technically you can do this with your hand. Personally, I have practiced because what happens is first, I first learned this. Your hands are in this mudra, which is your index and your middle down, and your other last two fingers and your thumb facing up. I can't remember the name of this specific mudra, but when I first did it, it definitely was a little harder, more strenuous on my fingers and my, the system all, and still kind of can be when I'm like out of practice. But that's with everything, right? When we're out of practice, we have more opportunities for, I guess, those issues. Um, I have practiced it with this hand just because I'm like, I want to get my, you know, muscles down. And like you can kind of probably hear like the fact that it's like kind of tight. Um, yeah, in my elbows. But basically, the reason for this is each finger means something, and I have to look through my notes to like to like remember exactly what it is. Um, but you know, each finger represents whether it's earth or the ethers or fire or water or air. I know that's all five. So when we are breathing, we use one side of our nose. So since I am using my right hand, this sense is blocking my right nostril with my thumb, and I in through my left nostril. So see, this is why I like to do breath work, and I needed to host a breath work space because I need breathing more through my left side. I don't know if you caught any of that because I realized my hand was covering my mouth, but that's fine. Basically, yes. So we're inhaling through the side that's not plugged in, right? And then we switch it. So we plug now, we plug with the last two fingers that were up, we plug in this situation the left nostril, or sorry, breathe out through our right. So this is where like slowing it down to explain it messes me up, but we're good. So breathing in through our right, and I'm only doing this for show. This is not how I usually would do it. And then we hold left nostril, we exhale out of our right nostril. And then we stay like this and we breathe out our right, or breathe in out of English. We breathe in our right nostril. And then we plug it with the thumb and we breathe out through our left nostril. Okay, breathe in left, hold left, breathe out right, breathe in right, hold right, breathe out left. Breathe in left, hold left, breathe out right, breathe in right, hold right, out left. So without me explaining, do this for the next. I hope everyone's feeling all right, feeling good. So I'm actually gonna pull my notes so I can find the finger. Mhm. Okay. definitely in my notes. So wrote down Ani tomake barobasi, which means I love you. Ani tomake barobasi. Oh, cute. Oh, maybe I don't have it in my notes. Maybe I just. Oh no, no. I okay. So, although I don't have a mudra that we use, I don't think. Dang, I feel kind of. I mean, high from doing that just now. I realized. Um, okay, so the pinky is jala, which is water. This finger is priti. Together, these two, I have water and earth standing. Middle finger is akasha, space. Index, vayu, air. And then the thumb, which is fire, which is agni. So when we are doing this mudra, we have earth, water, and fire, which are my main signs. So that is very resonant. I also really like this breathing practice. I don't do it often enough. Like when I go through my practice, I do it all the time, but just by itself, I don't do it that often. And I think that's also why I hosted this space because I was like, I want to practice my breathing more. Um, and of course, hold myself accountable, share it with people when I can. But that's also why I probably feel really high. And so this breathing practice of the alternate nostril breathing is helpful with balancing the body. Um, you probably already sense it from practicing it. You might sense some other things. If you ever at any point feel dizzy, slow down, just go into normal breathing. Sometimes new things can be great. And as someone who is doing new things or has done new things, not doing it is part of the process, right? Sometimes when we're learning something new, not doing that new thing is part of learning that new thing. Just do not worry, do not overwhelm. You think it's most natural and divine timing. Um, like I started learning because we're always like spiritual and practicing our own spiritual practices for the most part, as long as we're conscious. Um, and so I don't even know where I was going with that. Well, I wasn't thinking. I decided not to because I want to make space for it. So I'm just going to continue. Alternate nostril breathing, holding up our water, earth, and fire sign fingers, and then up our right nostril and breathing out, breathing in left, hold left, exhale right, inhale right, hold right, exhale left, Inhale left, hold, exhale right, inhale right, hold right, exhale left, inhale left, hold left, exhale right, inhale right, hold right, exhale left. And we're gonna practice this for another few minutes. Yes, sometimes when I do breath work or just honestly any like mindful deep breathing, I notice the ways in which my body responds, and it's like, "Stretch, move it this way, move it that way." Give some relief to your body. It does so much for you. But yes, we have more teach practices that are yoga practices that are physical, like not just obviously breathing for body and not simply breathing, but the precursor to most everything is breathing. Especially, one thing that affected me a lot during the beginning of the COVID pandemic was, this masking, while it makes sense in the short term, you know, not that I am against masking. I support masking. I understand the importance and value behind masking. I will acknowledge that I was more naive at the beginning. I was more hateful, honestly. And hate is its own epidemic. We are what I would say that's part of effects of empire, colonialism and capitalism. the way that it's been practiced. Um, our bodies hold a lot. Our bodies hold a lot of emotion through a lot, generationally, ancestrally, systemically, physically, emotionally, psychologically. So many things are, you know, affecting us on a daily basis, every moment. The more conscious we are of ourselves, the more conscious we can be of our surroundings, the system, of the people around us, our environments. And the more mindful we are when we are trying to resist and fight, feel better and hate and be in peace and harmony and love. Breath is all, right? Babies upon, we're always listening for their breath. And because that is life force, it is true force. The moment we stop breathing, I, and there's so many of us, including I, that, can have troubles breathing, have had troubles breathing. There's tons of people with sleep apnea, and I have my own personal opinion on things like that. Um, I think that we have put our bodies and sometimes, you know, that's what it does, and it's a magical thing. I know that not breathing, but standing down is is um, and my amazing masseuse Phil Queeley the other day mentioned how he reminded me of how breathing allows, of course, fresh oxygen to enter. But what happens when we do that is we're not having this buildup of acidity in our bodies, of lactic acid, right? And it reminded me of learning about aerobic and anaerobic activities, how when we are doing more anaerobic activities, that's literally less breathing, less oxygen. And so it creates more buildup of lactic acid in the body versus aerobic versus aerobic activities where we are breathing in and out, allowing that fresh oxygen to rejuvenate our bodies and to freshen and all the things, right? So, breathing is one of the most simple ways. I think it's the most inclusive and accessible um, practice is breathing, conscious, mindful breathing, presence in our breath work um, allows us to be present and conscious in so many things. And as in order to be revolutionary, being mindful and conscious is crucial. It is to making sure every move we make is sustainable um, and can outlast empire and colonialism, capitalism, and um, our bodies are built for love and harmony in every capacity. Hate is definitely epidemic. And it can like many different things. Um, but I understand and I feel, and it is valid in its own way. But validity does not excuse the inability or the resistance to expansion or growth. So continue to breathe, even if it's simply just breathing into your belly through your nose and out of your belly through your nose. Just that. Simply breathing. I've shown us technically 3 different breath styles today. We might repeat the exact same thing next time on Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific time. I want to say it's 8 a.m. Mountain time. Let me check. 8 a.m. Mountain time, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you. Stay coming and practicing supporting you, protecting us, guiding us, loving us. More than peace. I love you. I love me, us. May everyone have blessings, abundance, harmony to everyone, everywhere, every corner, every living, unliving thing. Great week practice. Breathe life into myself and into you, the collective, to our unique journey, lifetimes, into our resistance, into our revolution, into our unity, into the good, to the love, peace, and power to everyone.